Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to be showing you my current TBR. I have a ton of books that I have purchased but not read, or books I have received as gifts but not read. So I'm going to show you guys all of those books that I have but have not read. Now, as you saw the thumbnail and the title, there are a lot of books. If you watch my record video, it's going to be similar to that. I'm going to just pretty much go to the title, maybe read the back, and then move on to the next book, just so this video doesn't get too lengthy. Now, preparing for a book video, I made a cup of hot chocolate because you can't have books without some type of warm drink, and my warm drink of choice is always hot chocolate. So now, let's get into this list. First book we have is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. I got this book a long time ago because my dad said it's a good movie. I'm not sure if he's read the book, but he said it was a good movie, so he wanted me to read it. I have yet to read it, so that's that book. I got this book for Christmas because it's one of the Twilight books I have yet to read. I've pretty much read every single Twilight book other than the where they swap the gender roles. It's called something else, but it's like just Twilight where they swap the gender roles and the apple on the front of the cover is green instead of red. I don't plan on reading that one just because it's pretty much going to be the same story, just a little bit different, but I'm going to read this one because this one's about Bree, and we don't get near enough of Bree. This is a good idea in going deeper into Bree's story, and it's nice and short too, so it's not like you have to worry about committing to a whole other type of series. But it's The Short Second Life of Bree Tanner. So yeah, that's this book. Next is Vita Nostra. I got this book at a bookstore because I was first drawn to the cover. Okay, so I already introduced this book, and I was just reading over the inside, and I realized this book probably isn't what I think it is, and this book I think is more than what I read. So I'm not gonna read the synopsis. You can research this book if you want, but I'm not gonna talk about it. There is like a sequel. There's another book to it, but it hasn't been translated yet because this book was originally written in a different language and translated, but the other book has not been translated yet, and it's not going to be translated anytime soon, I don't think. So we're just gonna be left with this one book. I was reading this. I was reading the inside because I was like trying to just remember what it was kind of about so I could tell you guys. And then I realized what it was about. That's why my face was probably so red for a second there, because I was like, whoa. Then we have The Host, another Stephenie Meyer book. Yeah, I wasn't really interested in reading this series because it just sounds too sciencey, I think. But I got it for Christmas, so I'm gonna read it and hopefully I like it, so then I'm pretty sure maybe it's another series. I'm not sure if it's another series, but hopefully I like it so that I can continue, because I don't like reading something and then not having the rest of the series, or not reading the rest of the series. And then we have Hush Hush. And to go along with Hush Hush, we have Silence by Becca Fitzpatrick. As you can tell if you have read Hush Hush or you know of Hush Hush, there are 4 books in the series, and this is number 1 and this is number 3. I got number 1 for Christmas. I asked for it. My mom would never pick out a book like this for me. And I found the 3rd one at like a Goodwill for a couple of bucks. So I got it because otherwise I'd have to be paying almost $20 for it. Now every time I go to the thrift store, I'm on the hunt for the 2nd and the 4th books. I'm pretty sure it's just like he's her guardian angel or something like that. Pretty sure it's YA. Then we've got Lisa Jackson, The Night Before by Lisa Jackson. They put the sticker over top of the synopsis. That's ridiculous. That's that book. Hot chocolate break. The Timer Game by Susan Arnold Smith. And I'm pretty sure this is like the mom is in the FBI or the CSI. She's in the CSI and her daughter gets kidnapped and she has to try to go through a bunch of riddles to get her daughter back. Okay, I did not purchase this book. I found this book in one of the sheds in our new house, or at our new house. It was in the shed. So you should be questioning the previous owners. I did not purchase this, but because we have it, I'm like, why the heck not? I'm gonna read it. It's Intrigue, Mysterious Stranger by Patricia Rosemore. So we'll see. We'll see how this is. Tell Me No Lies by Annie Solomon is the next book. There's that one as well. And then we have The Stolen by Jason Pinter. or Pinter? This is a thriller. It sounds like it would be a non-fiction with the way the summary is on the back, but it's a fiction. It's just written from like the like an interviewer's perspective. Wait Until Midnight by Amanda Quick. This has a really long summary on the back and I can't really remember what goes on. I'm pretty sure she gets set up or something like that in this book. If you're at all interested in this, just look up the summary and read it yourself. I've been reading summaries for these books and I've been really struggling having to repeat sentences over and over again because I'm really not good at reading out loud. That is why I cut them all out. So, I'm not reading any more summaries. Then we have Burned Retribution by Natasha Dean. I got this book when I won a short story contest in 9th grade and they sent me a box of books for winning. And then we have Final Scream by Lisa Jackson. My second Lisa Jackson book. I have read neither, obviously. And I'm not sure what this one's about. This book I got for fun, and it's not like a novel or anything like that, but it's just like little stories. Politically correct bedtime stories, modern tales for our life and times. #1 bestseller by James Finn Garner. It's just politically correct bedtime stories. Nothing super interesting about it. I got it because I thought it sounded kind of cool. And then we have Between Shades of Grey. I would like to preface one thing beforehand. This book is not how you think it might sound by the title. Look at this sweet little cover. This book is not what you think it is. This story is definitely more like of a serious topic than the other books I have talked about. I've read a couple of books like this before. Similar, not really, but like similar. So I'm excited to read this one because I think these types of stories are always really interesting. I forgot to say the author. The author is Ruta Sepetys. Then we have Where I Belong by Mary Downing Hahn. So it sounds interesting. Then we have The Year of the Flood by Margaret Atwood. I got this book before I actually read Oryx and Crake. Oryx and Crake is the first book to this series, to this trilogy. It's Oryx and Crake, The Year of the Flood, and then Mad Adam, I think, is the third book. I read Oryx and Crake in 9th grade, probably way younger than I should have. That's a pretty brutal book. Has some really disgusting topics in it. I had gotten this one beforehand. Like I got it for Christmas or something. I got partway through it, maybe like a third of the way through, and then I just stopped reading it. And so I'm gonna probably have to read Oryx and Crake again because it's been almost 4 years since I've read the book. And so I gotta read probably Oryx and Crake again, which I don't really want to because honestly it's not a super pleasant book. And then I can start on this one again. This book I pretty much got for the cover because I really liked the cover. The Library at Mount Share by Scott Hawkins. It seemed I really liked the cover and the title was nice. I don't know, something about libraries is always nice, I guess. It has a really long synopsis or summary on the inside, so I'm not gonna read it, but I'm just gonna tell you guys that I got this for the cover. So I don't really know what it's about. Next we have A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man by James Joyce. I really like the way this book just seems. So like, I don't know, like English majory. That's what I think when I see it. This book was written a really long time ago, so I think it's just gonna be very interesting to just read through it. This book I got because I want to make sure that I can save money, and it's called How Not to Move Back In With Your Parents, The Young Person's Guide to Financial Empowerment by Rob Carrick. So it's just giving you financial advice pretty much. So I've got to read this before I go off to college so I can try to not move back in with my parents. I have another finance book that I got, The Canadian Student Financial Survival Guide, a comprehensive handbook on financing your education, managing your expenses, and planning for a debt-free future. I want that. I want that. I want to not have to move back in with my parents, and I want to have a debt-free future. So I got finance books. Then we have One of Us is Lying. I've wanted to get this book for a really long time. My mom actually bought it for me for Christmas, and then she just forgot to give it to me, so she just gave it to me randomly one day. I feel like everybody knows what this book is about because it was so popular on TikTok or on Book Talk. Everybody knows this book if you're into books. These students go to detention or something like that, and one of them dies, and they gotta kind of figure out how or who killed him, or whatever happened. And there's also One of Us Is Next is the second book. It's by Karen McManus. I also saw this one on TikTok, and it's When It's Real. This one is it sounds very like Wattpad-y, fan fiction-y, but you know, I like that type of stuff, I guess, so it's fine. It's by Aaron Watt. I'm actually excited to read this because it might be something semi-lighthearted, kind of. We'll see. Maybe could get me out of the reading slump I'm currently in. I just got this one recently, Where Angels Fear to Tread by E.M. Forster. I really like the cover and the back. I think it's so cute. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the cover. Isn't that so pretty? So this might be, and it's nice and short, not very long, and the writing isn't super teeny tiny, so yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this one. Another finance book, The Wealthy Barber. This isn't my book, but I have been wanting to read it for a while, so have it in my TBR so I can read it. I want to be financially secure. Next we have Shadow House. It is the first book in, I think, a series. I'm not sure if they're all called Shadow House or something, but this one is The Gathering by Dan Pawlowski. So it's just something kind of spooky. I like scary stuff. I love horror movies. They're my favorite movies. Or like horror thriller. And so I think this is something that I'll actually enjoy, because I haven't really ever read like a horror book before. So I think this is actually something I'll enjoy. This one is another cute story, I think. What will be nice. The Book of Elves and Fairies, stories old and new. Where's the author? Oh, the sleeve is the same as the actual hardcover, so I could take the sleeve off. Oh, that's so nice. So if I ever brought this with me anywhere, I could just leave the sleeve at home. So this book's just about elves and fairies. Then we have The Shack. I know this book is a movie. It's by W.M. Paul Young, but I've never watched the movie, and I hardly know what this is about, honestly. I just like the cover and the title sound ominous, so I picked it up. I also have some manga. I don't know if you guys can count these as books, but they're graphic novels. I got them for Christmas. They were in my What I Got for Christmas video. My brother got them for me. Don't know this series, never heard of it before, and don't really even know what it's about. So I'll have to do some research, and then I can read them. Steins Gate series. These are some pretty hefty books. This book is Girls Like Us. My mom got it for me. She found it somewhere, came home with it, and said, I got this book for you. So I don't really know what it's about. I like the cover. I think it seems kind of interesting. Then we have Fever Song, Karen Marie Manning. I don't plan on reading this book anytime soon, because I've looked it up, and this book is like the 10th book in a 20-book series or something like that. So my dad just picked it up at like a thrift store, and he thought I would like it. Look at how thick this book is. It's hefty. I'm not a huge fantasy fan, but we'll see. I'll have to read all the other books first. I don't know if these can be read as standalones. I'll have to look up and see if I can read these as standalones. But I think as I'm reading this, I'll be like, oh, but I should have read the other books first. So I'll probably have to read, honestly, all the other books first before I can read this one. And that was it. That was all of the books. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 books. That was 31 books. 31 books that I have on my TBR. If you guys want me to do like a reading vlog for any of these books, comment which book you would want me to do a reading vlog on. Because honestly, I'd like to do a reading vlog on some of these, but I'd only want to do the ones that you guys are interested in. Well, I'd also want the one that I'm interested in, but I'd want to make sure I can do the ones that you guys are interested in. So comment down below which books you would want me to do a reading vlog on. I'm already thinking I'll do one for One of Us Is Lying, or When It's Real. So that's pretty much it. That's my physical TBR as of right now. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to like it if you enjoyed it. Comment down below what you would like to see next. Maybe some more book videos. If you guys like book videos, tell me to do some more book videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!